Good morning, sir. This is my topic of my report. What is class in ethics for? A class in ethics helps us understand what is right and wrong and why we should care about others. It encourages us to think carefully about our choices, how they affect others, and how to live a good, honest life. Basically, it's about learning to become more thoughtful, compassionate, and responsible human beings. Next is experience. Recall a time in your life when you or someone else that you know did or said something that other people judge as wrong or bad, and yet, knowing what you know now, you can assert that it was not of a genuinely moral character, but was only something that can be called amoral. Can you explain and defend the difference now? So, I remember a time when a friend told a lie to avoid getting in trouble. At first, people judge it as bad because lying is often seen as wrong, but looking back, I realized it wasn't truly a moral failing. It was more amoral. The lie wasn't about hurting anyone or doing something evil. It was just a choice made without much moral weight, more about avoiding consequences that actively doing wrong. The difference is that moral action involves a sense of right and wrong, rooted in ethical values, while amoral action lack that moral judgment. They're simply outside the realm of moral good or bad. Assess. Engage your classmates in a debate on each of the following pairs of counterpositions. Choose a side to defend and employ the most rationally sound argument support. Number one, yes, you have a moral responsibility towards yourself, versus no, you should do whatever makes you happy. So, moral responsibilities implies that individuals have duties not only to others but also to themselves, such as maintaining their health, cultivating virtues, and developing their potential. And self-care and self-respect are ethical obligations that contribute to a person's well-being and ability to fulfill societal rules. And also, personal happiness is a fundamental goal of ethical life. Pursuing what brings you joy can be a moral good if it does not harm others. And question number two is, social norms should be given highest priority versus an individual's personal rights are more valuable than the demands of one's community. So, social norms maintain order, stability, and cohesion within communities. They reflect shared values and collective wisdom, guiding behavior toward the common good. And prioritizing norms can prevent chaos and protect vulnerable members of society. So, ang last is, an individual's personal rights are more valuable than the demands of one's community. So, respect for individual rights safeguards personal freedom, autonomy, and dignity. Societies that subordinate individual rights to norms risk oppression or conformity that suppress diversity and innovation. Ethical progress often involves challenging unjust social norms that violate fundamental rights. Next is challenge. Reflect on the following idea and share your thoughts to your classmates. Why are there so many ethical theories or ethical framework? If human reason really has the capacity to guide an individual towards what is right and good, why has no one among philosophers actually arrived at final complete ethical theory that can tell someone automatically what is the right thing to do is in any situation. Why are there so many ethical theories or ethical frameworks? So, human reason is a powerful tool for understanding and navigating complex moral landscapes, but it is also limited and influenced by cultural, historical, and personal factors. This diversity of ethical theories, such as utilitarianism, deontology, virtue ethics, and others, arises because different foundational values. People prioritize different principles, happiness, duty, virtue, leading to varied approaches to morality. This is my last report, sir. Harness. Look for sources, printed, recorded, or online, that show a particular action which a certain society deemed morally offensive at the time, and yet, when you evaluate it now, the action seems to be merely of a non-moral nature. Can you identify something similar that happened in your own particular community in the past? Have people's opinion on the matter changed over time? What do you think you can concretely do to awaken people to their own possibly prejudiced opinions about that matter? So my answer is personal community example. In some communities in the past, certain gender roles or practices like arranged marriage were seen as culturally appropriate. But modern views increasingly recognize individual autonomy and gender equality. Opinions have shifted, and what was once normalized is now often challenged as prejudice or unjust. So, how to awaken awareness, uh, promote education, and open dialogue about historical context and moral evolution. Encourage critical thinking about current practices that may be outdated or prejudiced. So, and share stories and example of societal change to foster empathy and understanding or of different perspective. That's all, sir, and thank you.